Let's let the sound of this next bell take us to the deepest place within us. All right, good morning, friends. Let's give Ron some love, who's now over there, double duty today. What a great meditation. Thank you so much. And now our musicians for the day are the What Else Is Possible Choir, led by our music director, Jimmy Townsend. Woo! And we have lyrics on the screen, so let's stand and give them some love as we listen to our first couple of songs.
I think the presence is here.
Yeah.
The
Presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. The presence is here. I will meet you in grace.
The
The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. The presence is here. I will meet you in grace.
one more time. The
The
presence is here.
The presence
The presence is here.
Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. The presence is here. I will meet you in grace.
All right. This next song is the choir's favorite song currently, called Boom, Boom, Boom. Go to the next page real quick.
Are we going to boom, boom, boom?
Okay.
Here we go.
During the intro, you guys don't have to sing unless you can figure it out for yourselves. But I didn't see any of you there at rehearsal, so that's going to be fun. 2, 3.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Deep down inside, I got that everlasting love that shines just like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Boom, 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 boom. Deep down inside, I got that everlasting presence shines just like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Boom, 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 boom. Deep down inside, I got that everlasting faith. It shines just like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Boom, boom, boom. Deep down inside, I got that everlasting joy. It shines just like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Boom, 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 boom. Boom,
Awesome. Friends, while you're on your feet, please turn to one another and offer the namaste greeting. Namaste to our musicians. That was beautiful. That's going to stick with me all week. Namaste to our tech team, Matthew, Brian, Gina. Namaste, friend. Namaste to our love streamers. So glad you're tuning in. We thank God for you. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Well, that was so fun. Boom, 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 boom. While you take your seat, please take a moment to silence your cell phones, my friends. Please take a moment to silence those cell phones or whatever devices you have that make noise. Thank you very much. Wow, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? I'm Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue, and I'm the spiritual leader here. I use she, her gender pronouns, and the land upon which we gather is the unceded territory of the Chumash and Salinan people. It is my joy to welcome you to the Awakening Ways Center for Spiritual Living, where all that we ask is that you remain open to the possibility of changing your entire life by changing your mind. This service has been designed especially for you. Welcome home. We have been waiting for you. Friends, we exist to raise the vibe, and we envision a joyful, happy world. We have an affirmation for today, and I invite you to please repeat after me. I relax my mind. I relax my mind. I am open at the top. I am open at the top. I experience this moment as effortless awareness. And it is good. And so it is. All right. And now our practitioner of the day, BJ DiGirolamo, is going to come up and offer us a reading, a spiritual, a science mind reading from our book of the year, and then also do our opening prayer. And while she's preparing for that, I'm going to call your attention to the salmon-colored form that was in your program when you picked it up on your way in this morning. If you didn't pick up a program, no problem. You can get the prayer request forms over on this table to my left, right by the prayer request box. Now, friends, if there is something that is weighing heavy on your heart for which you would like prayer for, or maybe you're looking to manifest something in your life, we invite you, whatever that is, we invite you to fill out one of these prayer request forms. And we have a team, we call it the Soul Support Team, which is our prayer team. And they will pray over your prayer request for the next week. And so you can fill this out and fold it up and place it in the offering basket when it comes around. Or you can put it over in the prayer request box, again to my left, on the prayer table. And if you have multiple requests, there's plenty more blank forms over there. Please, we invite you to use this service. This is our service to you. We love it. We love to pray. And then BJ is going to be available after the service in the prayer nook to the right out there. And she's available for what we call 1-minute miracles. And now these are not long stories about what's going on, but she'll help you get clarity pretty quickly about what you would like prayer for, which is what experience you desire to have. What do you want to have in your life? And that's a beautiful thing. And BJ is amazing at prayer. So I invite you to give her a try out there after the service. And even if it's a prayer of gratitude or celebration, we love those too, right? Yeah. All right. And then we have Reverend Susan up here in the front holding the high watch for the service. She's in a meditative state, knowing the highest and best good for all of us. And if you are driving home and suddenly you realize, oh, I have someone or something I would like prayer for, then no worries. You can email us at info@awakeningways.org with the subject line of prayer request, and that will get forwarded to our soul support team. And now I'll turn it over to BJ.
Thank you. Good morning. So this is a reading from our book of the year, which is the 365 Days of Richer Living by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. So I invite you to just close your eyes and get comfortable in your seat and take these words in, and then I will go right into prayer afterwards. I know that there is a guest, an invisible guest within me. The angel of God's presence is counseling me wisely, leading me unerringly, directing my thoughts and actions in harmony, in peace, in poise, in love, and in cooperation. Because God cannot fail, and because the divine presence within me is God as my real self, I know that there is a power flowing through my word of faith which makes straight the way before me. I know that the great giver of life is giving through me that gift which is gladly made and which returns multiplied, only to go out again to increase its blessing and to multiply its own good as it blesses others. So turning within to that place now, I know that there is only one Spirit, one God, one life force, and I call it the living Spirit Almighty. It is that one source that lives in, as, and through me, just as it lives in, as, and through all things. It is the breath I breathe and that which beats my heart. And I know that it is as close to me as my breath and as near to me as my hands and feet. It is that essence that is in me always, that surrounds me with love and guidance and wisdom. It is that friend that walks right beside me hand in hand when I'm going through difficulty. And I know that this strength lifts me up through anything that I may be challenged by. And so I know that the Spirit is with each and every one of us today, and it is guiding and directing this service. I know that the words from Reverend Elizabeth today plant a seed within our mind that gets us to change our thinking and change our lives for the better. And I know that the music from Jimmy and the What Else Is Possible choir lifts us up, as we have already done, dancing in the aisles and tapping our toes and singing in glory. And I am so grateful for this knowledge and this truth and this way of life. I'm so grateful that Spirit lifts me through everything and walks with me side by side. And with that, I can just release my word now, knowing this truth. And knowing it is so, I just relax and let it be. And together we claim it by saying, and so it is.
Oh, I want to live in a holy, 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 holy way. Please stand up and sing with us, whether you were at rehearsal Thursday or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let me love
In a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me know
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's give them a little more love in a holy, holy way. Woo-hoo-hoo. Beautiful. Hello, friends. Welcome. It's so great to see you all. Hey, it's a great day to be alive, isn't it? Are you sure about that? Let me try that again. It's a great day to be alive, isn't it? Thank you. Wow. Woo. Be careful what you're affirming or not affirming. All right, my friends, it's so great to see you again on this beautiful day. You know, in the beginning of this service, I was sitting on this stage here, and in the mirrors, I could see the reflection of the trees, and it looked like this beautiful painting, and I was so mesmerized by it, and so like I was having a spiritual experience while Ron was playing the gong. So thank you again, Ron. Yes, beautiful job. Yeah, beautiful. So beautiful. I'm grateful. And so the topic for today, the talk title is The Wisdom of the Body. And I'm going to invite you to lean in because it's not what you think. We're using the book of the month by Alan Watts called The Wisdom of Insecurity. This guy is a trip. All right. But awesome, you know. And yeah, so anyway, I noticed this week, you know, we live in Grover Beach, Travis and I, and Mama Jody. And there's a store in Grover Beach called Nan's Pre-Owned Books. Anyone ever been there? Yeah. Awesome, yeah. And so they have a sign out front, and they change it monthly or so, and they add a new joke to it. So last week, I saw this, and I knew I needed to share it with you. They said, the best present is a broken drum. You can't beat that. Oh, I messed up the punchline. Wow. Thank you. I was going to say it can't be beat. I should have just said that. Me and my self-conscious self needs to just go over there. All right. Anyway, thank you for laughing. Speaking of that, that's really what this topic is all about. So I want to jump in and talk first about primary consciousness. Now, Alan Watts described primary consciousness as the basic mind that experiences reality directly as it is happening. So whatever's happening right now, rather than analyzing, right, rather than labeling, or rather than thinking about our memories about reality, it's actually what's happening right now, and it lives entirely in this present moment. So this is our aim, and we want to allow ourselves to be in primary consciousness. And the interesting thing is that if you are using primary consciousness, you can actually see movement and openness and a seamless flowing rather than trying to grasp something and hold on to it and turn it into a noun. And so we do this, right? We try to trap things in our hands and hold on to them. And one of the analogies that he uses is this idea of the fist and the hand. And so he famously says that this is how we conceptualize reality. We look at a clenched hand. Clench your hand for a moment with me. And you look at that and you call it a fist, right? Like, this is a noun. This is a permanent thing. However, a fist is just doing a process. It's your hand becoming a fist, right? And so the minute you open your hand, it ceases to exist. All right, hold on to that thought. Now, another analogy that he used that really made me giggle was that we try to get the water of life into a neat and permanent package. Right? And so imagine like actual water. Have you ever tried sending someone a parcel of water where you pour the water in and seal it up and tie it? As soon as you tie the knot, the water goes everywhere, right? And so I love that analogy. And he says, then you think, you're going to send it to the recipient, and the recipient is going to open this parcel of water, and there goes the water in the person's lap. That's not going to happen, right? And the other one that he says is, have you ever tried to shut wind in a box? thinking that you'll send that box over to someone and they'll get it and then open it up and it'll blow their hair back, right? It's funny to think that, yes? Now, we're constantly doing this, so he's really pointing us to this truth that we actually have the wisdom that we need within us, and Holmes calls it divine intelligence. And so when we're thinking of primary consciousness, it is relaxing into that divine intelligence that's already within us. And now the secondary consciousness that he speaks about is the part of our brain that tries to evaluate, record, think about things. It's the self-conscious aspect of ourselves, right? And it is the part that separates us from everything else. We separate ourselves by dwelling on the past, and to shift into primary consciousness, he's saying you must focus entirely on the moment that you are experiencing now, and as you relax into that experience, you move back into primary consciousness. And so he's saying there's an experience which is you totally in the experience. But as soon as you move back into the observer, you've separated yourself from the experience, right? It's fascinating, you know? And so the invitation, though, is to allow ourselves to stop translating the world into words, stop evaluating, judging, defining, labeling, putting things into boxes. It's just what we do, right? But if we were to stop that, we would have a full experience of that primary consciousness, which is pure love and pure experience, pure now. Are you with me? Yes. All right. And so Watts taught that human beings actually spend too much time in their heads. What is he talking about? Okay. Too much time in their heads. Can anyone relate? Yeah. Well, all of a sudden you're like, get out of your head and experience what's being given in this moment. Because what is being given in this moment is a beautiful expression, right? In every single moment of your life and your day. Get out of your head and into the experience. So sometimes we are so caught up in thinking that we're actually not experiencing reality as it's unfolding. We're experiencing our thoughts about reality. And so what's it going to take for us to let go of that and step into that primary consciousness, as he calls it? We call it presence, the divine, the sacred you, your higher self, right? And just be here now. What's it going to take? Well, it's just a remembering, yeah? Just a remembering and catching yourself when you get into the overanalyzing and all of that, and returning to the present moment, which is happening right here, right now. All right, and so he's saying that also, you know, we worry about the future, which doesn't exist. Sometimes we dwell on the past to try to create something new. But again, we've got to stop translating the world into words and simply allow ourselves to see and feel and hear without judgment. And when we can do that, we can have an experience similar to the experience that I had of sitting here looking out at the reflection in the mirror and seeing it like a painting. And it's nature, the painting that is nature, which is so beautiful and so natural, right? I love that. And so this concept of presence is actually rooted in the Eastern notions of mindfulness, and the ability to go through life with a crystalline awareness and fully inhabit our experience. So we can retreat into thinking, and we think our thoughts are the truth, don't we? We may not be aware of that, but like we can convince ourselves of things that aren't even true, that aren't creating what we want to experience for ourselves in our lives, right? So if that's true, then the opposite is also true. We can think about what we want to create and dwell upon that and share that story with our friends, write about that, journal about that, speak about that, you know, and then that's a creative expression, which is what we're doing. We're constantly co-creating with the divine. Now, Watts also argues that Our primary mode of relinquishing presence is by leaving the body. This is where the topic comes in for today, the wisdom of the body. He says, we leave the body and retreat to the mind. Retreat to the mind, right, into our thinking. We leave the body and retreat into that ever-calculating, self-evaluating, seething cauldron of thoughts, predictions, anxieties, judgments, and incessant meta-experiences about experience itself. Can anyone relate to that? Yeah, right? Blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it's just nonsense, isn't it? It's like the Charlie Brown character, so wah, 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 and it's like, come on, I just want to get back to my true self. He doesn't dismiss the mind, though, or the brain as a worthless or fundamentally a perilous human faculty, but he insists that if we let its unconscious wisdom unfold unhampered, like, for instance, what takes place during incubation, the incubation stage of unconscious processing in the creative process. Anybody create things here? Outfits, meals, knitting, scarves, right? There's an unfoldment, there's an incubation stage that occurs. And when we allow that unconscious to be our ally rather than our ruler, then we can relax even deeper and have the experience of relaxed awareness. Relaxed awareness. All right. So I want you to write this down, maybe in your phone or on a piece of paper. There's an anagram, and I'm going to give you the letters. P as in Paul, O, C as in cat, A, T as in Tom. Yeah, you, Tom. E, L as in love, D as in dawn, I, M as in Mary, and C as in cat. Okay, P as in Paul, O, C as in cat, A, T, E, L, D, I, M, C. You got it? Yeah. Pokateldimsk. Now, this is actually an anagram, right? Now, some of you may be whizzes, but you can work over these letters for hours, trying system after system after system of rearrangement in order to discover the scrambled word. There's actually one word in there, indeed, and you can work it over. But if we tried instead to look at the anagram with a relaxed mind, in a very short space of time, our brains will deliver the answer without the slightest effort, right? We've been brainwashed into thinking we have to do all of this efforting, right? But what Watts is telling us, the wisdom of our body, we have the answers. But it's when we're trying and seeking and striving and trying to make it work that we get stuck in that mode, right? And as human beings, what we tend to do is mistrust the snap answers that come up, right? And it's actually like the almost unconscious solution of a logical problem. This is what the brain is supposed to do. This is what it's supposed to do. Like, it has it. Now, why is that? So I was thinking about this, and it's divine intelligence, right? Within us, we have intelligence, and there is a divine intelligence that we are tapped into. And I'm going to give you some examples of how this works, and I'm sure 100% that you've all experienced this at some point or another. So the wisdom of our bodies, the wisdom of us should work like the homing instinct of a pigeon, right? or the formation of the fetus in the womb. And last week Mother's Day? Yeah. Last week I spoke about that divine intelligence of that creates the mother, right? That changes her bone structure and starts having her think these thoughts that she never thought before about being a teacher and a counselor. She's being inwardly prepared by this divine intelligence. And so that's the divine intelligence that is already within us, okay? And so this reminds me of what Ernest Holmes says, we look too far away for God. We're looking for something, some huge thing, but God is right here in this space, in your shoes, in the chair. It's all right here, but we're looking far away thinking, oh, well, I didn't have this gigantic, mystical, magical experience that you're talking about, so I may never have it. No, it's right here, right now, right where you are. And the call is for us to get present to that. So in the same way, we look too far for God. We try too hard to solve things and fix and understand and get the solution when what the truth is that it's here right now. We just need to relax. Just relax. Now, this had me think about a few things in my own life. You may not know this about me. Maybe you do, but I love crossword puzzles. Hello. Right? Did you know that about me? I love crossword puzzles, and I love like any word puzzle, really. So I actually subscribe to the New York Times puzzles. Not the whole New York Times, just the puzzles. Because I love these, and they have a daily crossword, they have a mini crossword, and they have now they have a midi crossword, which is a little bigger than a mini, but not quite as big as the full-on crossword. And so I love it, though. It's so fun. They also have Wordle and connections. Anyway, it's not an ad for the New York Times puzzles. So I enjoy completing these puzzles daily, and I love it so much because I'm always amazed at the words that come forward from my brain that I've never even used. I'm like, where did that come from? Do you ever experience that? It just comes, you're relaxed, and it just comes, and you're like, oh, wow, okay, that's cool. All right, so when I first started doing crosswords, they were super challenging, right? I would struggle to find and solve the clues, and I would read it over, and I'd be like, what is it? What is it? Have you ever done that? What is that? What could it be? What could it be? They seem so hard, and I'm like, maybe this is not my thing. I can't get it. Like, I thought I was smarter than this, right? But I'd read through the clues. Later, I discovered, okay, I'm going to go through all the clues and not get stuck on that one, but go through all the clues, find what I can answer, and then go back from the top again and see what I can get. And then, if there's nothing, I will close it and put the puzzle away and come back another time. And so then I'd open up the book, right? Review the clues again before we had apps, right? And there were the little puzzle books. And I would review the clues again, and this time I would read the first clue and boom, there it is. Like, wow, that's cool. Seems like magic, right? I was amazed by this, and I didn't realize that's what was happening until I read this Alan Watts book. Don't you love connecting the dots? And then that was just such a powerful thing for me. I didn't comprehend totally what was happening. I thought it was some kind of superpower or something. But actually, all of us can do this, right? So I continued doing my crossword puzzles with great joy, and it just seemed like a God wink, and it's like, this is fun, I'm tapped into something. But the key was approaching the puzzle with a relaxed mind. Approach it with a relaxed mind. That's when the answers came. And I also started to notice that answers to a crossword clue would sometimes just pop into my mind, and I would literally wonder to myself, how do I know that word? I have never used that word in my entire life, but there it is. That's cool. Must have heard it somewhere. But now it's like, oh, there's this divine intelligence, right? And even if I did hear it just somewhere or read one time or, how did I remember that it meant that? You know what I mean? And now that I am in this teaching, I have a greater awareness and can expand into understanding this divine intelligence. So what this is a beautiful thing that reminds me that we may not have the answers. Like sometimes you might think, I don't know what to do. Or, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how to do this. I don't know where this is going to come from. I don't know. You may not know in that strained and stressed mentality, but something within you knows. And the call for you is to relax, relax, relax it. Let the mind relax and the answer will come. It's a beautiful thing, my friends. And now, having a relaxed mind allows us to really tap into the wisdom of the body. So I love how Alan Watts related this to the rapid, effortless, and almost unconscious solution of logical problems. That's what the brain is supposed to deliver. Remember, it's supposed to deliver that. It's supposed to. Now, working rightly, he says the brain is the highest form of instinctual wisdom. And he says, and I love this, that the self-conscious brain, like the self-conscious heart, is actually a disorder. And it manifests itself in the acute feeling of separation between I and my experience. Right? And so the brain can only assume its proper behavior when consciousness is doing what it was designed for, which is not writhing and whirling to get out of this present experience, but being effortlessly aware of it. Effortlessly aware. It's relaxed, yeah? It's a relaxed mind. Now, another example is in my IT work, which is information technology. And so I would intuitively know in my IT work where to look for something when trying to solve computer problems. There's all sorts of problems out there, right? For, in the computers, like issues to solve, things to fix. And my supervisor was always amazed and pointed out to me that, wow, Elizabeth, it's like you intuitively know the solution, or you know intuitively where to look. And I like to think that came from my understanding of having a relaxed mind. Because in retrospect, I know that I would be doing the same thing with this as I did with those crossword puzzles. For example, you get stuck, and I get stuck, and trying, let me try this, let me try that, let me try this. Ever done that? I'll try A, B, C, D, E. Nothing works, and then I go, oh, I'm in this hamster wheel. I'm on this hamster wheel. And so I would say, shut it down, and I'll come back tomorrow morning when I'm fresh and see what happens. And I would come back first thing in the morning with a relaxed mind, solve it right away. Boom. It's wow, that is so cool. That is just so cool. And then another one would be returning from vacation. I would have these big projects and be stuck. I would return from vacation and be able to solve the most challenging things, or some of my staff would have things on hold waiting for me to return, and I would look and be like, oh yeah, it's this. And they were like, whoa, how did you do that? Relaxed mind, Because this is stuff that you can't be taught. Random things, but having that ability to tap in to the wisdom within you is amazing. Now, the other piece is I'm a finder of things. I've shared this a lot, and I use that very same tool to find misplaced things, right? Because nothing is lost in the universe. We just misplace things sometimes. Now, a shaman journeys to the middle world to find misplaced or stolen items. And I've been calling my hidden talent of finding things using my intuition. And having a relaxed mind is the first part of that process. Isn't that amazing, right? And that means that stop and drop into your heart space. Let go of the frantic need to find it, because we go into that, it's lost, I need it. Especially if it's like car keys, right? oh gosh, and you need to leave right now. And so you go into this like frantic thing and just start throwing stuff around. But the calling for us is to just stop, be still, connect with the divine, take some deep breaths, and then let your body locate it. This wisdom of the body, right? It's so powerful. Now, Ernest Holmes observed that healing and demonstration take place as our minds become attuned to the truth of our being. So here he invites us to relax our minds in a different way, okay? Now I'm connecting the Alan Watts teaching with what Ernest Holmes teaches, which is what we are learning here, right? He is saying healing and demonstration take place as our minds become attuned to the truth of our being. And so we've got to let go of that negative thinking and the doubt and the fear and the worry, and tune in to thoughts of wholeness and peace and perfection, right? And as we do, that relaxes us because we're no longer in that frantic state. Are you with me? Yeah, and so if our bodies get sick or pick up something we don't want, we might resist it. We totally resist it. We might get mad and angry, and even mad and angry at God. Anybody have that experience? Yeah, right? One of you? Okay, right on. I certainly have. Yeah, I had this experience, and it was like I was upset. I wanted to be out doing stuff. This is very inconvenient, right? And so what we're called to do, though, is relax our minds, because that is not helping. That's not helping our bodies, right? It's not helping our... So as a reminder, we don't have control over everything, but we have influence, right? We have influence. We can control how we respond to situations and circumstances in our lives, but we may not control everything that happens, but we can influence our recovery from it, or how we are being in it, by the way that we think, by the way that we are talking and being in the world. And so Ernest Holmes invites us to relax our minds by stopping that negative thought, those negative thought patterns, and consciously aligning our thinking with a divine pattern of wholeness, perfection, abundance, and the law of mind then responds to that by producing a corresponding experience. Now, someone might say, well, I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that, right? And get themselves stuck back in their heads again. I don't believe it. And that's why we say it's up to you and your belief, because as soon as you don't believe it, you've gone into your head and are essentially resisting instead of relaxing into it, right? So if you don't believe that, argue for your limitations, and they're yours. It's up to you, my friends. The keys to the kingdom are here. We're giving them to you every Sunday and in the classes and all the time, right? And so it's up to you to actually take them and use them in your own life. I can just keep talking about things all the time, but if you're not seeing results in your life as a result of this, then I would examine, what am I doing with all these things I'm learning? It's just cool, or, I mean, that's okay too, I guess. But yeah, it's fun to come on Sundays and see your friends. That's cool too. So argue for your limitations, and they're yours. The question is, what can I do to relax my mind? What can you do to relax your mind and allow yourself to experience the nowness of the moment, knowing that everything is always working for your highest and greatest good, and to not get, bunched up, right? So I know that every one of us, what I'm about to share, I know that every one of us has had this experience at least once in your life. At least once, where you're talking to someone and you've got this awesome story that you want to share, and there's either a movie or a book or a play, and you start sharing about it, but for the life of you, you cannot remember the author or the name of the character or the actress or the actor. Raise your hand if you've ever experienced that, right? Everyone in this room, thank you, okay? Or the name of the song or the title of the book, right? We have all the other details, and we even say, I can see I can see them in my mind, but what is their name, right? And then suddenly we're like, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? And we try to match things up, and then your friend jumps in. Is it Michelle Pfeiffer? Is it, is it da-da-da? Is it Meryl Streep? I don't know. Is it Anne Hathaway? How about Jennifer Lawrence, right? And you're like, no. Thank you for laughing. It's funny because it's true, right? It's happened. But now you're 100% frustrated. You can't believe this is happening to you, and you start to wonder, God, something's wrong with my memory. I better go to the doctor. And then you get even more bundled up. Something's wrong with me now. Something's wrong. Especially as we get older, we start to go, oh, God, this is it. No. And then, suddenly, either you remember, right? Suddenly it just comes to you. You relax, you forget about it, start talking about something else, and then you're like, Jennifer Lawrence. It just comes to you, right? Because your mind is relaxed. So either you remember or your friend reminds you to let it go, and the name will come to you later. And there's usually a joke like, well, it'll probably come to you at 3 a.m. You'll wake up and, right? And then be sure to text me when you think of it, because I need to know, right? So this whole fun thing, right? And then suddenly that's exactly what it does. You say bye to your friend and you take off, and then suddenly you remember and you know the whole thing, and you're like, wow, what happened there? It just bubbles up into your awareness. Why? Because you had a relaxed mind. Because you had a relaxed mind. And so how can we relax our minds? Our brains, we're thinking constantly. If we're watch TV, we're watching, thinking, listening to podcasts, thinking, watching the news, thinking, fear, shiny thing, I need that. On and on, right? Just like, what would it be like to just relax your brain for a little bit? Well, there's many ways you can do that. One of my favorite ways is chanting mantra, because I really feel it. Like if I start chanting a mantra and I'm focused on specific words, then my brain can only think specific things, right? And the specific mantra, which is usually a healing mantra, but you can even use just one word like love. And then I can feel, like I start to feel it in my skull, right? Like my head, it just starts to kind of relax. And it's actually a feeling, right? You can feel the relaxing. And then it keeps going, and then more relaxing. And then, next thing you know, you've got 108 times, and you're totally relaxed. But whatever spiritual practice works for you, maybe it works for you to have a moving meditation, or maybe it works for you to listen to music, and it really just relaxes your mind, Maybe it works for you to go into prayer or silent meditation or mindful meditation, whatever it is. It's up to you to find the thing that works. But the key is relaxing the mind. And so, friends, wrapping it up for today, that's really the call to action. Oh, did somebody figure out the anagram? Travis wants to know. No? Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you. She's been listening. Yeah, thank you. Now I invite you to work with that anagram. Anagram. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you. Work with that, See, but the key is relax your mind. Relax your mind, and it's going to be right there glaring at you. Your eyes may just go zzz, and there it is. And then you can let us know next week or whatever. Friends, you have all the answers within you. Everything is unfolding for the highest good in your life, always. Try, if you can. Maybe just even set your timer for 5 minutes and try not to judge, label, condemn, You try not to think, but trying not to think is going to make you want to think. So, and the same with judging, label, or condemning yourself or your God. But just see if you can do it, And, if you need to judge, label, and condemn, get it all out of the way, and then, right, it'll be humorous. You'll see the humor in that, and then just align your thinking with higher consciousness. And that higher consciousness is the divine pattern of wholeness, perfection, and abundance. And from that place, you'll get the answers you need. You will, no doubt about it. Not only that, you will be contributing to your own healing process by relaxing your mind. So try this at home. Try this at home, friends. And so it is. Thanks. And Ron is going to make his way up to the gong here to give us a little background. And while he does that, I invite you all to just do I call it the religious science shuffle, shake out your arms, wiggle your legs, scratch your head, scratch your nose. Yeah, there you go, Kathleen. Maybe stretch it out a little bit and put your feet on the ground and just relax. Eagles flying, yes. They're in alignment. And join me in turning your attention inward just for a few moments. Close your eyes and relax into this space. Relax into your body. Relax into this moment right now. And any thoughts that come up, let them just pass by. There's nothing we need to grasp onto. There is only a total relaxation into this moment now. And as we relax even deeper, there's a recognition that the chair that we are seated upon is supporting us. Totally. It's not like we have to ask it to do so or pray for it or affirm it to be. It's just happening. And I like to think that Spirit is supporting me in the very same way. And from that complete understanding of the support of Spirit, I know and recognize with every fiber of my being that Spirit is all that there is, and it is here right now, expressing itself in me, as me, through me, in, as and through each one of us. In, as and through Awakening Ways Center for Spiritual Living. The entire manifest universe is the body of the divine, and I know and claim for each one of us that today is the day that we relax our minds. We practice it today, and something happens. Something shifts. And in that shifting, in that relaxation, solutions and answers and understandings bubble up. And it makes us joyful and giddy because it's like a God week. Spirit is expressing as each one of us and everything. And all we need to do is relax. Relax into our bodies on a moment-to-moment basis when we feel ourselves going into thinking and overthinking and analyzing and labeling and judging and wondering and all of that. When we find ourselves doing that, we can take that shift from our head back to our hearts and into our bodies. Just look around, right? Take a moment when you feel yourself in your head. Take that moment to just stop and look around at what's happening all around you. What's happening around you is not the thought in your head. It's not the thoughts in your head. What's happening around us all is this experience of life that we get to experience in these bodysuits that we have at this time on the planet. Enjoy every moment. let go of the thinking, analyzing. I'm not talking about, sometimes we need to think and analyze, but set that judging and labeling and analyzing and putting things in boxes. Set it aside and experience the beauty of spirit in your life. And I know that we experience it to such a degree that we're all like giggling and joyful, like the laughing Buddha, just happy as can be, because there is no concern. There is relaxed awareness, and it is good, it is God, and I am grateful. And I know that the anagram is solved with ease and grace, and whatever else that is coming up in the lives of anyone here, anyone tuning in on the live stream, that relaxing your mind, relaxing the mind, reveals the divine intelligence that you've been seeking. And so I'm grateful, so thankful as I release my word into the law, knowing it is so, and so it is. So it is. Thank you. Oh, and musicians can come on up. Thank you. While they're coming on up, you can take a look at that anagram, see how relaxed your mind is. And also just look around for a moment and check out all the people in here that are swimming in this ocean of devotion with you. Yeah. Take your time.
Do 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 do.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Well,
I guess you say what can make me feel this way. My God, presence, spirit,
talking about one mind.
one mind. Do 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 do.
I've got so much honey, the bees envy me. I've got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. Well, I guess you say
What can make me feel
this
this
way,
way?
my God,
Presence, spirit.
talking about one
Yeah! Woo! Look at that, Rick. You're getting a standing ovation. Awesome. Yeah. That was amazing. Woo! All right, my friends. Will the ushers please come forward? It's now time for our conscious giving. And let's give our ushers for today. Hi! Some love. We have Sue and Jen. Thank you so much. Woo! Thank you. Beautiful. Friends, has this service inspired you at all? Yes. All right, cool. Well, please consider making a donation to our community. We have an offering, an affirmation, a blessing affirmation. And if you're tuning in on the live stream, I invite you to donate. You can make your donation through paypal.me/awakeningways. All right, now please take your gift and place it over your heart, or your hand and place it over your heart. And please repeat after me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world. It does great work in the world. And returns to me multiplied abundantly. And returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. So it is.
God
Is my source.
God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my source.
God is my power.
God is my power. Everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
Oh, so as we turn within again, I just know that each and every gift in this basket is sent from love, knowing that it's the law of circulation in action. I know it does great work for our center here and multiplies and just goes out and serves the world. And so it is.
All right, and it's now time for our announcements. So if our announcements angel for today would come on up. We have Nancy Van Tassel. Let's give her some love. Woohoo! Come on. Come on up.
Thank you. I just want to take a moment and just look at all of you. Seriously. It really moves my heart just to see everyone here. Got business to take care of here. Okay. There are many ways to learn about our events, whether it be the purple page that we provide you monthly, that's in our little calendar and our little handout, the email announcements, and now our visuals on the big screen before and after service. All our events, classes, and ongoing connection circles have details and sign-up sheets on the tables to the side. Here are a few highlights of what we're up to. The Gourmets for God bidding ended last Sunday. Ooh, together, but we raised $6,000. Woo-hoo-hoo! For this wonderful spiritual center. So thank you to all who are hosting and all of us that are attending these events. There are 2 opportunities to connect later today At 1 o'clock, the crafters can join together for Craft and Connect Sundays at Brew Coffee House in Atascadero. And from 5 to 6 on Zoom, join Joyful Journey for Beyond the Book, Belief, and Being Bliss. Being and Bliss. Bravo. Okay. Please note that Sunday Spiritual Sprouts will not be held next Sunday, May 24th. This bi-monthly children's program will resume Sunday, June the 7th. June is the beginning of the annual Pride celebrations, and Awakening Ways will show our support and love by having booths at 3 different events. The first in Atascadero, Pride in the Park on Sunday, June 14th, 10 to 5, right here at Atascadero Lake Park. And then on Saturday, June 27th, Pride in the Plaza will be held in San Luis Obispo Mission Plaza. Okay, hold on one second. I have to find something. We are resuming in another spot. There we go. Okay. To top it all off is Trans Pride in the Park at Meadow Park and Slow. Volunteers can sign up at the event table and speak with Gina or BJ to find out more. Awakening Ways CSL and Reverend Elizabeth are featured in the CSL Goodness Campaign in the May issue of Science of Mind magazine. Check it out. And this is 2 issues in 1, by the way. Pick up your copy for $12 at the back table and check it out. You can also pick up a copy of the book of the month, The Wisdom of Insecurity by Alan Watts. He is so awesome. For $16. Okay, now let's celebrate our volunteers and staff for making this beautiful service possible.
All right.
Thank you.
You have the purple page. Is there
Right there.
anything specific we need to point out since we don't have the slides? No, we're good? About this week? Usually we have slides, but we don't have them. No? Okay, we're good. Thank you.
Well,
Great job, Nancy. Let's circle up for the benediction and call and response. Okay. Yeah, for just a moment. A moment. Hello. All right, my friends. Won't you know with me that you are never alone, that God is where you are right now and always, and all that we ever need do is turn within, and it is here we will find we are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. Joyously let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now. Something wonderful is happening as me right now. It is this thing called life. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in my body. Life is in my pocketbook. Life is in my relationships. Life is everywhere. I think it. I feel it. I express it. I believe it. I accept it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Woo!
May I be
Loving kindness, may I be well, may I be peaceful and at ease, and may I be happy, may you be filled with loving kindness, may you be well, may you be peaceful and at ease, and may you that sunshine.